Hi, welcome. So happy that you are here. Just gonna make sure we are streaming everywhere. So welcome to day 2 for the Get Clients Accelerator. I am so thrilled to have you here in this intensive 3-day accelerating program. And for you who are new that didn't participate yesterday, my name is Angela. I'm a business growth strategist for service-based businesses looking to attract and convert more clients. And we help our clients build an offer that is serving one-to-many group offers. And we also help them sell one-to-many by doing live converting events. It's webinars, masterclasses, workshop, challenges, live launches. So that is what we do. And I'm so happy that you're here. This is day number 2. So if you missed day number 1, make sure that you comment, and I'm going to make sure that you get the link. Okay. It's also posted in the pinned post in the Facebook group. So if you go to the Facebook group and you go to the pinned post, you're going to be able to find it there. Okay. Because I really recommend you to listen to that, because what we talked about yesterday was how you can position yourself in a premium niche, where you can charge high ticket. Because today we're going to talk about how to craft a high ticket one-to-many group scalable offer. And if you want to charge high ticket, you need to position yourself in a niche where there is premium clients. Because I talk a lot about meet the client where they are. So what we sometimes see in pricing is that the pricing can be off, that you charge too low. That is usually the case, okay? But it can also be kind of off because we are not meeting our dream client where they are. So they do not have the finance to buy our offer. Okay, so what is important is that if you want to charge high ticket, you need to, as we told yesterday, you need to solve the top of mind problems. Okay, you need to focus on core outcomes. You need to become the expert. You need to understand the urgent need in the market space. You need to have a superior solution to the problem. And that was what we talked about yesterday, how to be able to position yourself there, how to be able to find the gap in your industry, what is missing out there. We also talked about how to have the core outcome. We talked about how you can close the gap and have a superior solution based on what you actually believe in. And that is going to help build that trust that you need from the audience to invest high ticket in you. And how important it is to know your dream clients, because as I said yesterday, people buy with emotion, but they back it up with the logic, right? So we don't want you to get stuck in creating your dream client avatar, because there is a lot of people getting stuck in niches, dream client avatars for months, even years, okay? So it's way better to move forward and change that than to be stuck there. But you do need to know what kind of problems you have, what kind of struggles she have that you're going to solve, what is the outcome she wants, what is the result that she wants, okay? And how that will change your life. You also, when you start charging high ticket, you also want to know if they have the financials to invest in you, because they have different buying behaviors depending on who they are, right? So watch yesterday's training, because we're going to take that, and now we're going to take that and we're going to create the offer, okay? And then tomorrow we are going to talk about the marketing in itself. So there is 2 different things when it comes to marketing. You have lead generation that needs to be done, right? You need to generate leads inside your business. You want to aim for qualified leads, but you also need to do marketing. You need to build a presence online and omnipresent online, and you need to own a part of the market. So when people think about a problem or an outcome, they think about you, okay? So that is what we're going to talk about tomorrow. But the problem is that there is so much noise. Okay, there is so many people online, and it's hard to break through that noise. So that is what we're going to focus on tomorrow. So you now, when you have your offer, can go out there and elevate above that noise and start generating leads for getting your leads inside, leads to close as clients. Okay, so that is tomorrow. So I would love to know where you're watching from, if you watch this on live or if you watch it on replay. We are streaming now on both LinkedIn, and we're streaming on YouTube. So let me know in the comments. I'm gonna make sure, if I can't answer questions live, because I have so much I want to go through, that I will make sure that we come back and I will answer any kind of questions. So make sure, if you're not in the Facebook group, that you join the Facebook group, so you can ask your questions in the Facebook group. Okay. But I will go back on all the platforms and answering any kind of questions. Okay. We are also going to host a Q&A session so you can actually get ask any kind of questions live. Okay. So also, don't forget, it's the same time every day. It's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is 6 p.m. Central European time. That is 5 p.m. UK time. Okay. So make sure you block off your calendar. All the trainings are at the same time every day. Okay. So this is day number 2 of a 3-day intense workshop. You can almost call it a boot camp, because it's a lot. On these 3 days, it's more value than a lot of paid programs. So you want to make sure you take notes, and you want to make sure you don't miss the trainings, because I take them down. So they're not going to be able to, you're not going to be able to watch the replays next week, for an example. So you want to make sure that you catch up during the weekend if you can't join live. Okay. So yesterday we talked about position ourselves in a profitable niche. We talked about the problems, we talked about emotions, and we also talked about closing the gap and have a superior solution so we can charge high ticket for our offers. Okay. So I'm going to go through first the biggest pitfalls in creating an offer. So out with your pen and paper. So the biggest pitfalls, I have 4 biggest pitfalls. So the first one is, of course, pricing. And one of the biggest pitfalls is, of course, we price too low. We almost always price too low. And I don't know, I couldn't even count the numbers of calls that I have had when they say the price of their offer. It's like, wow, you're going to hit a roof when it comes to time that is way below 6 figures a year. Okay. So pricing, yeah. But also when I see offers that are aiming for people that do not have the money to invest, and we still try to charge high ticket and we can't close the sales. So it doesn't kind of meet the client where they are. That is not so common. It's usually more common the other way. Okay, so pricing is the biggest pitfall. Number 2, we craft offers that is too complex and complicated. So we kind of craft this huge program that no one is going to be able to get through. Okay, it's overwhelming just to look at the program. It's complicated structure and too much material. Okay, so write that down. Too complex and too complicated. Okay. Number 3, there is a lack of clarity. So there is no kind of structure, not really clear what the outcome is of the offer, what you actually help them to achieve, what kind of problems you actually solve. Okay. So the lack of clarity, that is number 3. So make sure you write that down. Okay. Number 4, and this is the biggest pitfall, I believe, is that we built the program in a vacuum. We built the program, we have this knowledge and we have this passion and we want to serve all these people, and we have amazing knowledge that we know people need. So we take that and we start craft out a program without doing any kind of market research, without doing any kind of validation. And then we hope that someone will buy, okay? So write that down. Biggest pitfall of them all is building in a vacuum. Here is where a lot of entrepreneurs, especially course creators that create courses, end up. Because they create the whole course and then they go out and try to sell it in a funnel or something. And there will be no sales. Everything is complicated. They don't know what they are doing wrong. And that is because the offer is built in a vacuum. So write that down, okay? And I will go through how we are gonna make sure we don't end up in those pitfalls, okay? So I want you to write down those 4 pitfalls and have them with you through the training. Pricing, too complex and complicated, lack of clarity, and building in a vacuum, okay? So that is what I want you to write down. Now we come into the next step in having a high ticket offer is the superior solution that we touched yesterday, okay? So I want you to think about how you can serve your audience in a superior way, you know, with a core outcome for your offer. A superior solution have a really core outcome, what they actually get when they buy. People buy result. Do not ever forget that. They buy result and the solution to the problem they have. So if you are not clear and you do not have a core outcome, they will not understand that the solution you have is the one that is going to help them, or the outcome is what they want. So core outcome. And the superior solution is also tied back to the benefits of working with you. How is this different? And for me, I offer a superior solution based on, first of all, superior support, accountability, and accessibility, right? But also my own story coming from building out in a vacuum, building out several courses and programs in vacuum, charge too low, and have all the complicated tech that took all my money and all my energy, and I was just stressful. To a point that I've said enough is enough. I need to find a simpler way. And I pivoted into inviting people, serve my people, actually show them how I can help them, how it would be to work with me. And then I invite them to take what they learned, bring it full cycle with my support, with accessibility, and with accountability, okay? And the superior solution is that, okay? So if I look at my market space, these are the things that is missing. Simplicity, people getting stuck, and people buy courses, and the person they bought the program from is not anywhere to be found. And they promise that it's a step-by-step structure. It's too kind of overwhelming and complicated. And that is the superior solution. It's tied back to my own conviction of, for an example, I don't believe you need a website to scale to 6 or 7 figures, actually. That is something you can do later on. I don't believe that you should run ads before you master organic marketing, so you actually know what kind of stuff that works for your audience, because that is going to gamble with your money. I believe in selling to many people at the same time to leverage my time. I believe in serving people, a lot of people at the same time, by craft scalable offers as a complement to be able to leverage my time, okay? I believe in repurposed content, so I don't need to do new content all the time, okay? I believe in not only chasing leads and numbers of lead, everywhere, numbers. I need many leads. I believe in building my personal brand online that is going to attract leads, Okay, that is my conviction. That is my solution to the problem. My clients are not getting enough clients. They're not getting enough sales. They can't attract an audience. I solve those problems by running signature live converting events with marketing that works as building your brand online that is tied back to that. Okay, so that is my superior solution. That is not selling high ticket in DMs, not speak to people, having sales funnels, all this complicated tech, because I come from that. Okay, and that is not the way I want to teach things. And I love simplicity. That is my superior solution. You need to find yours. Okay, so how do you serve your clients in a superior way? What is your core outcome? What is the benefits from working with you? And how is this different from what is already out there? Okay, that is number one. And these are all the steps we're going to go through that is going to make sure we don't end up in the first 4 pitfalls. Okay, so the next step, the simple and clear method. So you want to have some kind of method that is your way of taking them from where they are to where they want to go, as simple as possible. Okay, it's better to add things than to have too much information inside. So what you want to do now, when you know the problem you're going to solve, the outcome that you're going to provide, what is the main things people need to learn, master, handling, whatever, to go from where they are to where they want to go, as simple as possible. My main thing is to go from having a side hustle over here to have a 6-figure business over here, the simplest way possible, by mastering marketing, sales, lead generation, and systems, which are the 4 components to have the fundamentals in business, right? Attract an audience, generating leads, attract an audience, building omnipresent online, invite people, convert people in and sell them into our offer where we serve a lot of people at the same time. Okay, so that is my 4 components in my program. That is my 4 steps. That is all you need to do. Okay, so you want to write down your big steps inside your program, the steps from A to B. When I was in weight loss, it could have been like learn how to count calories, learn how to go shopping and cook healthy food, start working out at home, for an example. And then the next step could be like stretching or cardio. And the next thing could be meditation to be able to lose weight in a sustainable way, for example, right? Big steps, simple A to B. People are searching for the simplest possible way to go from A to B. The more steps you have like this, the more it's going to overwhelm people when they see it, because they don't need to know all that. They need to know how you're going to take them from A to B, the basic big components, okay? So that is your method, that is your formula, and that is your, you can also call them modules, right? Steps, blocks, whatever you want to call them. It's your way to take them from A to B. Call it whatever you want, okay? Then, let's say we have 4 components, like, or we have 5 components, so like I have in my program. So the first thing you do if you enter my incubator is the clarification module, to clarify everything that is in your business. We go on to talk about sales. We need to learn how to be able to sell. We move on to set up a masterclass webinar challenge. We do lead generation. We work on our marketing, and we run the webinar in itself, right? So the first thing people meet when they enter is my clarification module. Why? So here is what you want to think about. In your first step inside your program, whatever you want to call it, module. So let's say module, the first module people meet when they enter. That module should give people a kind of wow effect, a kind of breakthrough, a kind of, let's say, mini result or a transformation. Why? Because what happens when people join a program that is first module is just boring information that they actually could have watched for free on YouTube, they end up not coming back for module number 2. That is what happens. You're going to have people entering your offer, if it's a course, a program, doesn't matter, and not continue. But if you, in module number 1, pick out what do they need to know first, because it could be specific, right? It could be a journey that is important, that you have something that needs to be first. How can you provide that is going to give them a wow effect? So when you enter my incubator, we in 4 days, just 4 days, it's 4 like 20 to 30 minute sessions, we clear out your profitable niche, your dream client avatar, your money-making title and statement, and your offer that you go to market right now. Okay, it might be a one-to-one, it might be that you have a course or whatever. We clear it out. Okay, so actually before you build a flagship offer, can go to market with what you already have if you have something. Okay, that takes my client 4 days. Okay, and then they book a one-to-one session with me, and it's like a wow. This was more clarification than they would have had in maybe a year before they enter my program. So when people have done module number 1, they can't wait to start module number 2 and book a call with me and to clear out what am I going to do next. Here is where I am. How does it sound? They're so excited. Okay, so that is what you want. What can you put in module number 1? That is, first of all, important they know first. And that is going to give them a kind of a wow effect, small result, transformation, breakthrough, whatever. Okay, that is the wow effect. That is how you solve the problem, people not continuing in your program. Okay, so now we come to the part where we don't want to craft things that no one said yes to. Crafting in a vacuum. This is the biggest thing. And what we do when we craft a group program, so most of my clients, not everyone, because some people craft courses, they craft 12-month program, whatever. But if you're crafting together your first group offer, we usually craft them together for 3 months. Okay. And why we do that is that we want to kind of having enough time with our clients to get a result. Okay, but it's not too long time for people to say yes to. Okay, it takes more for a client to say yes to a 12-month program than a 3-month accelerating program, right? But you do not want to craft it too short. Why? Because you are going to need new clients to be able to keep up your revenue, right? So that is important as well. So let's say the simplest way is kind of a 90-day, 12 weeks, 3-month program. Those programs is also really easy to run like a hybrid live teaching program. So first of all, you've had your modules, your step-by-step from A to B. So let's say we have 5 steps that our client in 3 months are going to go through. We start crafting out module number 1. That is the only module that we actually record. If we want something recorded, that you can record. Okay. And what you do then is that you go out and you run some kind of live converting event. It could be a masterclass, it could be a webinar, it could be a challenge, it could be a workshop. It doesn't matter. You take cold people, you show them how you can help them, you invite them to take what they have learned, bring it full cycle, and join your program without having more of that ready. Okay, because what you do then is that people start working in module number 1. You are going to build out the rest by doing, you can do live training, you can have Q&A sessions, So you always know what your clients are asking for next. So the big problem by building in a vacuum is also that we think we know what our clients need in the moment to know. We know that. We are the expert, no question about it. But when they enter, it might be that they feel like you are going to have frequently asked questions about something that you actually didn't even think about, because it's so obvious for you, but it's not obvious for them, which means that is the training you should record and put in your program, because that is a frequently asked questions. That is when you run those kind of scalable, more hybrid, so you combine teaching live, you can actually build out your program along the way. The power with that is also, number one, the first group of clients are going to be eager to be a part of it because it's live training. It's live training. It's like buying a one-to-one almost coaching, but it's high value, the first group that enter. The best way is also that you are going to teach what they ask for. So when they come, you are going to teach them and they go after you. And then you're going to get feedback here. So you know that the next step was something that you had in mind, and you notice, oh my God, they need to know this first. They need to know this first. Then you create that training, the client moves like this. Those clients are going to get a massive result because the program is going to be the perfect program for the clients. The next group that comes in, the next people that comes in, they get the recordings of the live trainings, which means they're going to end up in exactly the same path as the previous clients. Do I recommend a high ticket offer to be more of a hybrid module where you combine live teaching with recorded material? Yeah, because the world changed, people change, people's needs change, and the urgent need changed, right? So like I do in my incubator, we run a live training every week on different kind of topics. So we have right now, we talk about the contracting of the economy, for example. We have done LinkedIn trainings. I have taken expert doing YouTube training, TikTok training and stuff like that, whatever they want. Because it's live training and it's a way for me to always have a program that is the latest, that is never ever going kind of bad, or going kind of out of style or something, out of trend. Because the online market space changed rapidly. It's just change like this. So in my case, I can't have videos that is 2 years old talking about something on Facebook, because Facebook changed a lot during the last 2 years. And I come from an experience that I bought over a year ago. I bought a program that was a 3K program that was helping to leverage Facebook groups. But the trainings inside the program was from 2017. 2017, 4 years before I actually bought the program. And it didn't look the same. The algorithm didn't work the same. The everything have changed on Facebook since then. It wasn't the same thing. And I don't want anyone to end up there, because that is not going to get your clients help. Some things are timeless, yeah, but some niches are not. Okay, and my niche, the business part niche, have some fundamentals that is always there, okay, that I have in my program that will never ever change. But people's needs, the urgent need in your market space is going to change depending on the market in itself, depending on people, depending on maybe economy, depending on like we have the pandemic. People that worked in health and fitness were affected a lot by that. So it's going to change. So I really recommend that you have an open mind when it comes to running a program where you offer support to add live training. So you add that you always, once a month, run maybe a live training where you update something in your program that needs to be updated. Because then you actually also get paid to record. And not a lot of people get paid to record, but if you pre-sell and you record along the way, you actually can record the trainings when you run them for your clients. You get paid to record. Okay, you get paid to record. Do you need to be scared for the first group? No, because if someone have the opportunity to join a program where you offer live training, where you actually record the material, they are going to be eager, because as soon as they hear live training, they know it's way more valuable than a recorded content. So the first group, and you sell that offer, and you open cart, and you say that, I hope you love what I have taught you this week. And if you want to take that and bring it full cycle, I want to invite you to my program, the weight loss journey, how to lose a dress size without giving up the cupcake. And in that program, I offer live training 3 times a week in a group where I will teach you the step-by-step to lose the dress size. Who wouldn't sign up, right? Who wouldn't sign up as soon as they hear live training? Oh my God, that is valuable. Almost no one do it. And you should have recorded the content anyway. So the time you spent on being live with your clients is time you actually would have spent recording in Canva. You still record it. The only difference is you get paid to do it. Okay? In this way, we do not build in a vacuum. We get money to build it out, right? Money in the bank. You validate the offer so people say yes before you start spending hours on recording. Okay. The best way is that you record it. You could put it up in a platform, and then people can just enter and start working in the start from the beginning, right? And when you do this kind of hybrid thing, so first of all, people are on different levels. You run combined live training with recorded training. You're going to see that clients get faster result. Okay, they are going to get a faster result. And that is how we craft all our programs. All my programs includes live training, even my membership. Because I strongly believe in, if I know that I want to teach something, I teach it live, I record it, I put it up in the course platform, and the next client that comes in can watch the recordings, but they will still always have live training, okay? So by doing these steps, so we're gonna go through the pitfalls again. It was the pricing, right? It was that it's too complex and complicated. It has no lack of clarification, and we build in a vacuum. We are not going to end up there if we tie back a superior solution. So we actually have a core outcome that is superior to what is already out there. It's going to be tangible. Okay, people are going to want to sign up. Number 2, you have a simple step-by-step from A to B. Simple, as short as possible. When I say short, I don't mean time-wise, I mean step-wise, like 5 steps, 6 steps, right? The simplest way from A to B. That is your modules, okay? That is going to help us not end up with too complex and complicated to overwhelm our audience, okay? You take out module number 1. You make sure that module gives the client a wow effect. That is going to help you not end up with people joining and not continuing the program, okay? You then offer a live teaching method. So the first clients actually join you live. If you feel like, no, I don't want to teach live, that is totally fine. So let's say you have a Q&A session, you give them homework to do the first week, and then you have that week to record week number 2. That is totally fine. And then you open up module number 2 if you don't want to teach live. Okay, so you don't feel like, oh, does that include teaching live? No, you don't need to do it. But the most important thing is to get the feedback along the way, because in that way, you do market research, you do validation with your clients, and they are going to tell you what they need and what they don't need. And in that way, you don't end up with all this recorded content that they don't actually need. Because we overcomplicate it. So we put so much in that we don't there is no need for all the information. And I have done that mistake. And you can watch at all your trainings in your program and ask yourself, if I took, do they need this to get from A to B? If I took out this lesson, can they still get the result that they want? If the answer is yes, you need to take away that lesson. You can always add things. You can run a live training about it, whatever, okay? Because people look for simplicity, the most simple way from A to B. One gap in the industry is program that is too complex to get through, and they will not give you a client's result. Less is more. Less is always more, because the more you put in with unnecessary thing, the more overwhelmed they're going to be. They can't implement it, they can't structure it, they can't do anything with the information. They're not getting the result. Okay, so remember that. That is going to help you not end up in any of these pitfalls. Okay, when it comes to pricing, so I'm going to add my view on pricing. So when we craft group of our first group, so now I talk about the first group that comes into the program, we usually do kind of an open cart, one-time opportunity, maybe $350 a month. So let's see, now my screen went black, so I hope everything worked. It just went black, so yeah, I hope everything works still. I have no idea what happened. No idea what happened, okay? So we end up then with usually maybe charge at least $350 a month. So what I want you to think about when it comes to pricing is recurring, okay? So let's say you craft a 3-month program and you charge $1,500. That is not $1,500 a month. That is $500 a month. You need to think about, how long do I work with this client? That is your recurring revenue. Not a lot of coaches talk about this. They talk about that, yeah, to make 100K, you just need, if your offer is 10K, you need 10 clients, boom, you have 100K a month. No, you don't. Okay, no, you don't. Because if those clients work with you for 12 months, you actually have 100K month number one, right? So you need to think about the recurring revenue you have. So for my Get Client Success Lab, that is my 6-month incubator, people pay $3,500, okay? I work with them 6 months. What is that in recurring for every month? That is your numbers. Don't get fooled by numbers, because if you do, you're going to end up in a roller coaster like this. You're going to end up, wow, making 10K, then you don't make any money for 2 months. That is not a 5-figure business. Don't get fooled by the language that is online, okay? You need to base it on how long does the client work with you, okay? If you have a 12-month incubator, that is, let's say 12,000, because it's easy, right? It's 1,000 per month. It's 1,000 per month. To have a 5-figure month, you need 10 clients every month to be able to build that up like this. Don't get fooled by numbers. That is number one. I really want you to think about, if I craft a 3-month program, I charge $1,500, that is $500 per month. How many clients do I need every month to hit 10K? That is the number you need to think about, okay? So it's easy to end up, yeah, 1,500, I need like 7 clients. Yeah, that is it. No, you don't. You need 7 clients every 3rd month to hit the number, right? So don't really think about the recurring when it comes to pricing. I also can give you this: when you do one-to-one coaching or you do any kind of group program, there is a time limit, of course, when you offer your support. And you only have billable hours per week for about 10 hours. That is not a lot of coaches talk about that, which means you have 10 hours to be able to get paid. Think about that when it comes to offering one-to-one services in your offer. When we craft one-to-one clients, so when we craft our first offers, I really recommend your first offer to be some kind of one-to-one service. That is the best way to get to know your dream client. That is the simplest way to get money in the bank, because people rather buy a one-to-one than a group. And you can go out tomorrow to get a client. We try also not to work with less than 3 months, and maybe at least charge $850 a month at the minimum for a one-to-one call every month for three months, right? So that is usually where we kind of start, but it's totally depending on your audience. And of course, that is just the first people. Then you need to charge more, because those people are going to get the result. You're going to have social proof. You're going to have testimonials. You know that it works. You know the program is amazing, which means you need to higher your prices. Okay. And when it comes to one-to-one coaching, as I said, that is something I really recommend you to have as the basic in your business. You should have a one-to-one, higher ticket, white glove touch thing. It's important to know that it should only be a handful. Think about that 10-hour limit. So if you offer an hour call per week, you can only have about 10 clients before you hit the time roof as a solopreneur, because you need to do everything else. Okay, you need to do everything else. You need to do lead generation, marketing, videos, economy, landing pages, all these things. You need to find time for that. And if you still work your 9 to 5, yeah, you see, you can't have like 40 one-to-one clients and earn like whatever, because you're going to hit the time roof. So what I recommend when you onboarding your first one-to-one clients, maybe a handful, 3 to 6 clients for 3 months, and then you craft out the group offer so you can leverage that. Okay. But pricing is it's totally depending on where your dream client is. Can they pay? How long is your program? How much support do you offer? And you can always charge what feels good for you, because you can always increase your prices and lower them, but usually that is not necessary. We usually need to increase them. Okay. So I'm going to go back and answering all the questions for you, because now time is running out. So a small recap is make sure you have a superior solution where you support the clients in a superior way. You want to have simple steps from A to B. That is your modules. You take out module number 1, whatever they need to learn first. How can you put that and make it a wow effect, a breakthrough for your clients? Pre-sell by sell the offer and then do a live teaching if you want to. Otherwise, you record along the way. You do not want to craft an offer and record a lot of content for something that no one said yes to. Makes absolutely no sense. Okay. So this was all that I had talked about today when it comes to craft together an offer. And this is actually all you need to craft together an offer and sell it. It doesn't need to be more complicated. We are making it way more complicated than it need to be, okay? Because if you build out your offer along with your clients out there and not in a vacuum together with your clients, it's going to be perfect offer. There will be an offer that people want to buy. No question about it, that they want to buy it because they already went through it and it worked perfectly. So the next group will buy that offer. Okay. So that is the biggest pitfalls of all, especially when it comes to course creators, because they create everything and they put it up in a funnel and they start to sell it, try to sell it with no audience, no one said yes to. And even a course can be sold in a webinar pre-sold, okay? Even if it's not a program where you offer any kind of support, okay? So tomorrow we are going to take what we have learned today, and now we're going to start talking about how you can build an omnipresent online to become the expert at your field, to be known for your solution to be known for the way you help your client from A to B, your formula, your blueprint, and to be known as solving specific problems and how important that is. More important now than ever because of the saturation of the market that is going on. Okay, so you do not want to miss tomorrow's. That is going to be a crucial training for you. So make sure, if you want access to the replays, make sure you sign up on the link that is below, because then you get access to the replays on YouTube, and that you can go in and watch all the replays, because I'm going to take them down in this group on Friday. And if you want to access the replay after that, until Tuesday, the whole weekend, yeah, you need to sign up on the link below, so you get the links to the YouTube. Okay, so thank you so much for today, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. And I'm going to go back and make sure that I answer all the questions that you have. And I hope this was really valuable for you if you want to craft together a high ticket scalable offer that is gonna be what people actually want to buy. Okay, and what they think they need, and what they actually need, and what they want to buy. It's going to be tangible. So thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.